He needs to pull it back. He really, really does. Otherwise, he is dead and buried. There is no third place decider. It's just third and fourth. Let's get into game number 3 as we have spawning down to the bottom right-hand corner here between Socke and ShoWTimE. He is our blue Protoss this time, representing alternate attacks. He is Socke. And up to the top left, as our red Protoss, representing ESC Icy Box, he is ShoWTimE. And one thing I really love about ESC in the German scene is that they have a car. That sounds weird, but bear with me for a second. They have a car. They have like a van thing that's got like ESC with the logo on and stuff like that. And when they turn up to the studio, they come in this ESC Icy Box van. It's sick. It's pretty cool. I wish all teams would have their own little van. I know a lot of them do in Korea. I see them quite a lot in the Korean scene, in like the little documentaries that we see from time to time. I think, let me recall, I think it was the Noni or Nuni playing the Courage tournament, that little video on YouTube where I think he's in like a CJ Entus van or something like that. That one springs to mind. But it's really awesome that those kind of things can just happen. And I guess it's not really the biggest of deals, or we have a car with a mural on it, but it's cool. I like it. I like branded things in terms of teams. These should be branded. We should have the team logos here. Go, go, go with those custom decals. But then you can, I think it was on Reddit, right, where they had the Baneling decals for like a Zerg, and then the Widowmine ones for Terran. So the best troll ever. I love that. The Baneling one's brilliant. Just Baneling situated around your hatchery at any given time. ZVZ would be the biggest nightmare ever. I mean, it's already a pain in the ass to actually play. Pardon my French. But, yeah. All right. So what we having? What's going on? What's on the menu for game number 3? We have double gases 3-3, double gases 2-3, so a little bit slower of a gas income here for Socke, but he's already added on his third gateway. So, second gateway, I should say. So he's just going to be going into pure Stalker production, 3 Stalkers, maybe with the Mothership Core as well. Might want to poke out and do some harassment with that. It leaves you with a lot of options, and it's one of the reasons why I really, really enjoy that kind of play. But meanwhile, we see Socke poking in, and he sees the fact that something's being chrono boosted out of that. Now, he can actually stick around and wait if he wanted to, and then realize that that was a sentry, but he's scared of it being a Stalker, so wants to get out of there as quickly as possible. But if he did know that it was a sentry, then... Oh, actually, he's going to go back up and have a look. If he did know that it was a sentry, then that really kind of tips him off as to his opponent's game plan. In terms of the fact that, well, hey, you're not making that many Stalkers. There's not really too much of an opportunity for you to be aggressive here. But if my true fears are to be realized, we might just see Dark Templars again. And we have Twilight Council versus Twilight Council, which can lead to things that shimmer in the night. That sounds so strange. Why? Weird phrasing today. I'm not sure what's up with me. But it also can lead to blink as well. And these 3 gateways kind of say maybe we're going to have some blink here from ShoWTimE. Well, so we have the Dark Shrine for Socke. Thank you very much, guys. Is this all we're going to see today? Is this really it? Just see Dark Shrine after Dark Shrine after Dark Shrine? I mean, I'm not complaining. I like Dark Templars. But at the same time, I do like Oracles. We have an interesting engagement up to the north, as a Mothership and Stalker have found a pylon. And down to the left-hand side, we have Socke now throwing down his own pylon. And, uh-oh. I don't think ShoWTimE's going to have detection in time for this Dark Templar. No, he's not. No, he's not. No. Okay, so ShoWTimE actually went in here, and thankfully for that initial sentry, he did have Hallucinated Phoenix out because it was banking up quite a lot of energy. Didn't need to use any force fields on A-ring ramps because his opponent wasn't being aggressive. Thus, now, The great thing is, for ShoWTimE, is he knows about it, so he should be able to have at least the robot on the way and then buy time on the ramp for himself to get that detection out. Because he has force fields, guys. He has force fields. All right, well, the one Dark Templar is going to head on him. Don't really think he's going to get too much done, especially since the robo's about to finish. He's probably keeping an eye on the ramp. Yeah, he knows. Well, he definitely knows now. What's going on? Why are you shooting your own Stalker? No! Well, he lost one. That was weird. He's actually queued up to attack these. Let's go to the vision of ShoWTimE for a second. Here's the vision of ShoWTimE, as he does see the Dark Templar still behind all of this. He actually had to warp in a 3rd sentry to deal with this. And that's a lot of gas investment early on here. And he's also supply blocked. And he didn't even get the Dark Templar. Oh, God. Well, switching away from ShoWTimE's vision now. Look how low that Dark Templar is. 2 health. Oh, dear. Not a good start for ShoWTimE. The one saving grace is the fact that his expansion is a little bit quicker. But he did lose at least 1 unit. All right, so ShoWTimE now is going to place down his own pylon, which has already been spotted by Socke very, very quickly. Blink and 3 Gatesway worth of Stalkers can be aggressive for ShoWTimE. And that's one thing that ShoWTimE can have in his favor if he keeps his detection in the relevant locations. 1 up in the main, maybe even between the main and natural, so he can bring it to either location if Dark Templar starts to harass. And also 1 observer needs to be at the front if he wants to go for Blink Assault. But at the same time, look at this. Socke, actually, how did he get all these Stalkers? I wasn't really paying attention to his production that much, but he's chrono boosting straight into those gateways. Feels like he can do some damage. He actually got a very, very quick Archon off the back of those Dark Templars, and actually going in for the kill. This is a really, really strong army here for Socke. 32 army supply. He has Blink as well. Has to move back. Photon Overcharge will buy ShoWTimE a little bit of room. Oh, I think he might have wanted to go up into the main there. That could have been deadly. What he would have to do with that is he would lead the charge with the Archon and could walk the Zealots up. He can actually Blink up there, and he is going to, but he needs to break down that force field, and indeed he will do. The Archon's very, very low, though. A sentry kills off the Archon. But at the same time, can these Stalkers do much of anything? I think Socke might have just overextended. It's an ambitious and bold play to walk up that ramp. And ShoWTimE, oh, lovely force fields as well. Bye-bye Stalker into the ravine. And, no. Sorry, Socke. It was just way, way too ambitious. I mean, his previous engagements in the past 2 games have been great, but that one was a little much. A little much. I think he could have still fallen back onto an alright economy as well and didn't necessarily have to take that engagement. But now the army supply is 34-14, so if we see a counter-assault here by ShoWTimE, that could do a lot of damage. But obviously, Socke realizes that that would be a potential case, so he's going to send in those Dark Templars to try and draw his opponent's army back. But I don't think ShoWTimE's even going to fall for it. He has a few units back at home to deal with these Dark Templars. And he's even going to just warp in straight at the front as well. So somehow, some way, Photon Overcharge has got a lot of work on its hands here at this natural. A lot of work. It's going to start, but how well can it do? When Immortal comes out, it needs to focus fire, but Blink straight around these on that Immortal. The Immortal, this actually could work out for Socke. There's another Immortal coming along. Nah, no. Just too good distribution here of the units there for ShoWTimE. We'll be able to at least trade blow for blow. And he does save an Immortal as well. The Dark Templar moving out now is actually a very, very good option, considering that there's no observer with this army. The only observer that we're seeing for ShoWTimE is over the other side of the map and trying to come along. So, again, somehow, some way, Socke is buying time, and he does have a probe advantage. This is a very, very strange game. Photon Overcharge had to do a lot of work, and it certainly did. But the Blink forwards with the 6 Stalkers onto that Immortal, it was necessary to actually kill it off. But, oh, and tries to go for it again. Needs to bring that Immortal back. Oh, but it just dies at the very, very cusp of getting out of range of those Stalkers. Dark Templar going to try and help out again, but that Observer is keeping a good eye on everything. The Mothership Core goes down as well. It was always going to be hard for Socke to hold on after that initial engagement. And he's going to continue trying. That one Immortal will end up falling. The Stalkers take a lot of free damage, but it doesn't even matter. He has the numbers. He has the kill potential. And ShoWTimE now sits straight on top of these production facilities. That one pylon powering 2 gateways. And there you go. GG. Game number 3 goes to ShoWTimE. And he is able to keep things rolling here in this best of 5. So that does it for game number 3. ShoWTimE does take 1 map. Socke still leads 2-1 in this best of 5. As we're going to get onto game number 4, which will be on Whirlwind, I'm pretty sure. And then once we're there, all is going to be great. I'm currently enjoying this PvP. A lot of Dark Templars, a lot of Dark Templars. But at the same time, we have seen in the first 2 games, great engagements from Socke. His initial push out there into the natural and main of his opponent was a little bit dubious. Not something that was going to be easily executable. And even with the control that we've seen in the past from Socke, he was not able to execute that. It didn't go well. It was a bit